With Russia preparing its forces for a new offensive in Ukraine's east, the prospect of a peaceful end to this war seems far off. Negotiations between Ukrainian and Russian diplomats have been ongoing since the early days of the war, but so far they have produced almost no meaningful results. A recent opinion article in the Washington Post looks at how the U.S. and China could play a role in possibly brokering a peace deal. Allison co-authored that piece and joins me now for more. He is the Douglas Dillon Professor of Government at the Harvard Kennedy School. Graham is also the author of Destined for War: Can America and China Escape Thucydides' Trap? Graham, it's good to have you here. For viewers and anchors who aren't perhaps as well schooled in the history of the Peloponnesian War, explain for us Thucydides' Trap and how your theory of war is playing out in Ukraine.
Well, Thucydides was the father and founder of history. And if you've not read his wonderful History of the Peloponnesian War, you can actually download it for free. It's a great read. In any case, he identified a pattern that we've seen over and over in history. And his famous line was that it was the rise of Athens and the fear that this instilled in Sparta that essentially made the war inevitable. So when a rising power like Athens in classical Greece, or Germany at the beginning of the 20th century, or China today, rises rapidly to seriously threaten the displacement of a ruling power, like Sparta was in classical Greece, or Great Britain for 100 years, or the US after an American century, you should fasten your seatbelts. Deep turbulence ahead.
Right.
In 12 of the 16 cases, the last 500 years, the outcome was war.
So, and in this case, with China being that rising power, tell us more about the relationship that it has with Russia and Ukraine and the amount of influence that it carries in both countries. This war isn't from a rising power. It's arguably from one superpower that's trying to regain some of its glory. So then how does China have such an important role potentially to play?
Well, good question. And you clearly have read carefully. So basically, even though it seems unnatural, China has built the most significant undeclared alliance in the world with Russia. And just before Putin invaded, at the opening of the Olympics on February 4, Putin and Xi met, and they announced a so-called no limits partnership. So clearly, Xi has said to Putin, we've got your back in this effort. China is Russia is most dependent in the world on China. So China has huge leverage if she should be moved to exercise it. She's also the biggest trading partner, China, of Ukraine, and have good relations with Ukraine. So the purpose of that piece was to try to maybe excite a little interest in China about the prospect that he could take a page out of Teddy Roosevelt's book, to take another historical analogy, where at the beginning of the 20th century, the first American ever to win a Nobel Prize for anything was Teddy Roosevelt. And that was for the role he played in brokering peace between Japan and Russia in 1905.
So President Xi has the ability to be potentially a kingmaker in this. Certainly, if China were to get involved in the sanctions that the United States and Europe have levied against Russia, that could be crushing and completely change the trajectory of this war. But what incentive does it actually have to get involved? What we've heard so far from Xi Jinping has been that he wants to sort of stand back. And in many ways, that makes sense, as this is a fight between Russia and the West, and he can just sit back and let his economy continue to rise and reap the benefits while others are fighting it out.
Well, again, I agree with you completely. So basically, he's got pros for him, for Russia, for China, advantages on the one hand, and disadvantages on the other. So the advantages is the more the U.S. attention is focused on Russia and Russian threats to Europe, the less attention it pays to China, and his main objective is to be left alone, for China to continue rising unimpeded. On the other hand, the tragic killing that you can see every day at the hands of the Russian invaders is impacting Chinese population, China's citizens' views, and China having sat on the sidelines, but actually behind the scenes backing Russia, the proposition that he could emerge as a peacemaker, that he could move to center stage in international relations where he's never been, and maybe even do this in partnership with the U.S. I can think of 5 reasons why that would be a good idea for him if he were so moved.
Well, there's certainly a lot of reasons why we could see him potentially wanting to become involved, but then I think that we see just as many reasons, and certainly from his own actions, why he wants to continue to stand back a little bit and see how this plays out. Professor Graham Allison, thank you.
Thank you for having me.